When you deep it, this is actually the weirdest exam season ever. Like, it is currently the middle of my exam and I'm just stood here making scrambled eggs.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for the third year in a row now, I am vlogging my exam season. However, this year is very different because all of my exams are online. It's been a crazy week, but I hope you enjoy coming on the journey with me.
You show me how to live love, so tell me what you're thinking of.
Look how cute this is. Oh my god, this is my breakfast for today. I've had an acai bowl delivered from a new place in Leeds called Bonito Acai. They deliver as well, which is so good because not enough places do acai bowls and I absolutely love them. It's currently 11:30. I've been up since 8 this morning. However, I literally could not tell you what I've actually done. All I've done is really shower, get ready, and then I've had a look at a few things to do with marketing. Like, I've looked over some past questions and I have also emailed some people as well about study abroad and whatnot. Now I'm actually going to go for a walk and go to Morrison's. My main task for today is to do the mock exam for marketing, but it takes an hour and a half and it's timed, so I wanted to do it when I've properly got time, so I think I'm going to do that this afternoon after I come back. Please ignore the sound of my little heater down there. It's tiny, but it makes a fucking racket. But I have just sat down to start doing some work and I was gonna do that mock exam that I mentioned earlier because I saw it on Top Hat and I thought it was a full mock exam because it said that it'd take an hour and a half, which is how long our actual exam is. However, I've just done it and it was only 11 questions long. Bearing in mind our exam tomorrow is 50 questions long, and most of these questions I've already done in seminars or lectures. So now I don't really know what to do with myself because that was my plan for today, but it's taken me a grand total of 5 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna go through these mind maps. So over the past couple of days, I only started revising for this exam on Friday and it's tomorrow, but it is just a multiple choice exam for an hour and a half, so like it can't be that bad. But yeah, I was making all of these mind maps. I've got one for every chapter and they're just chapter summaries. I think I'm just gonna go over these again and do some highlighting. Once I'd finished going over my marketing notes, I actually decided to submit an assignment for my DYP module. This was originally due in December, but then the deadline got extended to February. However, I had pretty much finished it. I just needed to make a few little adjustments, so I thought while I had a few hours free, I may as well just get it out the way, and then it's one less thing to think about. And then once I'd finished doing this, me and Megan just went for a little evening walk to stretch our legs. Good morning, it is Tuesday and it is the day of my marketing exam. I woke up at like 8:30 this morning and then had such a stress thinking that my exam started at 9 and I only had an hour and a half from 9 onwards. This is why this is the weirdest exam season, because I can take this exam anytime, in the next 48 hours. It got released at 9 and it takes an hour and a half. This one is timed. I'm gonna try and do this exam now. It's currently 10:30. I've had such a chill morning and I actually slept well last night, which I'm so happy about because I just haven't been sleeping that well recently. I never really do during exam season, I think because of stress and stuff. However, I did get woken up at 8:30 because we have a roofer on the roof today, obviously, because we have a hole in our roof. Just student house things. And I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but you can hear him like hammering and bashing on the roof. So it's really not ideal working conditions at all. I've just finished my exam. It actually turned out to be so chill and I honestly forgot it was even an exam. I think so I sat at my desk, like I just sort of zoned out at some point, you know, started looking at my nails, started looking out the window, and then I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? I'm in an exam, like I can't just be zoning out and stuff. I thought I'd have problems with the timing. I thought like, oh my god, an hour and a half isn't that long, but I actually finished all of the questions within an hour, so I feel pretty confident about how I did. But I'm now gonna go for a walk because the weather is actually gorgeous today. Like, it's sunny. I can't remember the last time it was actually sunny in Leeds. Like, my room has not been this bright in ages, and I need to get some bits for dinner tonight and then a few bits from Boots as well, so I'm gonna do that. And then I think this afternoon I might actually film a video. I've been meaning to do a video about my Notion setup for a few weeks now, so I think I'm just gonna film that today because I don't really fancy starting CSR revision, and I've booked the library for tomorrow, so I'm gonna have like a really intense day of doing CSR revision tomorrow.
Just another sunny day in Southern California. It's where the people came to play. Don't let them transform you. Oh. Come and see what you've been missing on a little slice of heaven.
So on Wednesday morning, I finished editing my video that was going up that week. I was super proud of how this turned out, so if you haven't already checked it out, I'll put a card on screen now, as it's all about Notion, which you will see me using throughout this video, and I do get a lot of questions about how I've set mine up. Hello, it is currently Wednesday, it's 1:30 and I'm about to head to the library. I've booked a slot from 2 till 8, so I want to get most of my CSR revision done today because that's my exam tomorrow. My exam is one of those like 48-hour ones where it gets released at 9 AM, the essay questions get released, and then I have 48 hours to submit 2 essays, so it's quite chill because there's not the time pressure of the marketing exam. However, today I think my plan is to go over some essay questions and practice making plans, and then also catch up on reading that I didn't do during term, do some extra reading. I haven't done any work yet today because I've got this library slot. I didn't want to overwork myself this morning, so I've literally just been faffing about and not really doing a lot. But yeah, hopefully I can be productive once I'm at the library.
One more night, I could fight it through till the darkness turns to light. One more night, say it's gonna be okay, 'cause this winter is so long, feels like it's haunting me.
So I did actually end up staying for my entire slot at the library. I'd booked it for 6 hours, but I probably only did around 4.5 hours work during that time because I like having breaks every hour or so, and then I also went to the shop to get a meal deal for dinner. But I'm glad that I stuck it out because I felt so much more prepared by the end of it compared to how I felt that morning, and it meant that when I got home that evening I could just try and relax and get a good night's sleep before my exam the next day. Good morning, it is Thursday today and it is the start of my CSR exam. CSR is corporate social responsibility, by the way. This exam is 48 hours long, which means the paper got released at 9 AM this morning and then we have 48 hours from then to submit 2 essay questions. They both have a word count of 1,200, so they're not too long, but I'm just gonna log on and see what they are now. I think my plan is to do one each day, so do 1 question today and then 1 question tomorrow, and I want to set myself a deadline of spending like 6 hours on each of them, because they recommended that we take 2 hours to do both essays because that's what we'd have in the actual exam. But if I've got 48 hours, then obviously I'm not going to just spend 2 on them. However, I also don't want to spend the whole 48 hours doing them, because knowing me, like, I am a bit of a perfectionist and I will just sit and pick at it and pick at it. Oh my god, okay, here is the exam paper. Let's have a look at the questions. Oh, okay. The one topic that I really like hasn't actually come up in a question, which is really annoying. Oh, I swear they've missed out a whole section here. One of them I definitely know I'm gonna do because that's a nice question. The other 4, not a massive fan of. So I don't really know what I'm gonna choose here. I think to get started, I'm just gonna set a 2-hour timer on Forest and just get stuck into it for 2 hours straight so I can make like a good start, and then I'll be more chill for the rest of the day. This is actually the weirdest exam season ever. Like, it is currently the middle of my exam and I'm just stood here making scrambled eggs. Please ignore the sound of my little heater. As I showed in a clip earlier, it is so snowy today. The snow is so heavy and it's settled in such a thick layer, so the house is freezing. Thank God we actually got the roof fixed on Tuesday, because imagine if we hadn't and then we'd got this much snow on top of it. It's currently 1:30. I've just had an hour's break to have lunch and now I'm gonna get back on with it. I'm about halfway through, I want to say. I've written just over 600 words and I've done 3 hours this morning. It's taking me slightly longer than I thought it would, so I'm probably not going to be able to get it done in 6 hours. It's looking like it might be more around 8. But I was so pleased with the plan that I made for this essay, and then as I've started writing it, it's just gone downhill. I don't know why, but now putting it into words, like, it just doesn't really make any sense and I feel like it's really jumbled, so I'm gonna have to rewrite quite a lot of it, I think. So this is looking like the first draft of many. But yeah, I'm gonna set another timer for 2 hours now and try and do another 2-hour stint, seeing as I've just had lunch and had like a big break. I'm actually so proud of myself for how focused I managed to stay this day. I did 7 hours work in total, which, if you know me, is quite a lot. Anything above 6 hours is a lot, but I'm kind of sad that my CSR module is now over. It was only 1 semester long and it was probably my favourite module this term, so it's definitely something that I could see myself studying again in the future. It is now 6:15 and I have finished my first essay. I had such a breakthrough after lunch. It all just started flowing nicely and I could actually write coherently and I sorted my structure out, so I did actually manage to finish the essay within 6 hours, which I'm really pleased about. I'm gonna try and do another hour now because I've just had dinner, so I've got like more energy again, even though I am getting so tired now because I didn't really sleep very well last night either, so it's been a bit of a rough day in that sense. But I'm gonna start by planning out my next question because the one that that I did today was the easier one of the two that I've chosen. The one that I've chosen for tomorrow, like I wasn't originally even going to touch that topic, so I feel very out of my depth with it, but it's the only one I like out of the other 4, so I'm just going to do an hour tonight and just see how far I get with it. I don't think I'll get much further than a very brief plan, but then at least that's an hour less that I have to do tomorrow. Oh my god, so I just turned my camera on because I didn't know if my marks had been released yet for my climate change report. If you watched any of my latest videos, all I've been doing for weeks is this climate change report. And if that is my mark, then I am gassed because I got 80%. What? It is only provisional, so it could get marked down. Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's made me so happy because that was such a stress. Obviously, grades do not define you, but receiving this mark put me in such a good mood and such a good frame of mind to do the rest of my exam, and I powered through the essay on this day. However, I was also wondering, was I destined to be a scientist? Because this is the highest mark I've ever received in an assignment, and it's not even business. Little midday update. It's nearly 2 o'clock, it's 20 to 2, and I have done less than 2 hours work today. I don't know what I'm playing at because obviously it's still mid-exam, but I started writing my second essay this morning and I've actually been flying through it. Like, I've done over 900 words so far and I've only really got half another paragraph to do and then my conclusion, and then obviously to like go through and improve it. So that's why I've just been chilling today. Like, honestly, I just keep procrastinating and doing other things such as taking my acrylics off, and now my nails are actually ruined. But I might try and go for a walk. I think I'm going to do an hour now because my lunch break has turned into about 3 hours long. So I think I'm going to do an hour's work and then maybe try and go to Aldi. But I just hate walking in the snow. Like, we went to the shop last night and it genuinely took us about 20 minutes when it's only like 5 minutes away from our house just because of how icy it is outside. But I am going a bit stir crazy just staying in my room all the time. I have just submitted the essay that I wrote today, and now I'm about to submit the essay that I wrote yesterday. I always get so nervous when doing this, I don't know why, but let me just double check that this is all okay. Okay, confirming. It's submitted! Oh my god, that is week 1 of exam season done.